Welcome everybody. Bear with me a minute. This is my 1000th video for what is now guitar.com. You might have seen him in some of my earlier videos. Vanderbilly.com. Well, John, the gracious owner of the website, also bought guitar.com and turned the website into one. It's a great site for people to exchange ideas, do lessons, do performance videos of what they've learned or just what they know. And I hope you'll go there. This version of Dazed and Confused is from the actual album. I want to stick to the album because on the website there's a lot of versions on The Song Remains the Same, so version of Dazed and Confused. So if you want to learn that, go there, and there's some great lessons on the site. So I'm going to focus mainly on the song from the first album. I'd like to dedicate this to John, David O, who's been there since the beginning as a moderator, as a player who's excelled, Dr. Rocker, who was there in the very early years and made me the player that I am today, because earlier I was just a 1-4-5 pentatonic scale blues player, and they made me, this whole website, every contributor made me a well-rounded guitarist. So that's why I do the lessons, to help everyone and pay it forward just like they did for me. So to all the contributors, this is for you guys. So as my good buddy Tom would say, this is going to be a soup to nuts version. I'm going to teach you all the little intricacies that Paige is doing in this song, and you can take them and make them your own. So to start out with, if you have a wah-wah, it's really helpful. You really want to start out on the bass side, so your foot's going to be up, and you're going to hit a harmonic on the second string and then the first string at the 12th fret. Alright, if you don't know what a harmonic is, instead of playing the notes at the 12th fret, you move over the metal part and you touch the string very lightly. Then you're going to hit the next string. Okay, so that's a harmonic. Right, so we've gone from 12 at the second to first string. We're going to go to 5, do the same thing, second to first string. Now Paige does a cool thing here because he doesn't have a whammy bar on his Telecaster. He's going to hit the 12th harmonic on the 3rd string and go up and give it some vibrato past the nut. Okay, that's going to be important throughout in a couple parts of this song. So playing that is a cool way to get some vibrato on it if you don't have a whammy bar. Alright, then we're back to 12. Again, we've done the 3rd string. Now we're going to go back to the 2nd and 1st. Then we're going to go to the 5th, and we'll go 2, 1, back to 2. Then there's a little bit of a pause, and then they'll come back with the harmonic, and this is kind of a hard one to hit on the 3rd string at the 5th fret. Alright, but give it a shot, give it your best shot. You can make it work with the whammy or the wah-wah pedal. Then he just hits the 12th fret. You can hit the 2nd string, but it's mainly the 3rd. We'll do that one more time. Turn off your wah-wah pedal. And then we're going to go into the main part of the rhythm. Now, while all this rhythm is going on, you've got John Paul Jones doing this. He's going to hit the open E, 6th string, and then go to the 5th string. This is on the bass. He'll go to the 5th string at the 10th fret. 9, 8, 7, and then 5, 4, 3, 2. a lot of guitar players, including me, this is how I used to play it for years until I started really researching this lesson and learning it. I figured out what Paige is actually doing is the bass is doing those notes, but Paige is hitting the 9th fret of the 5th string and stretching it up to that, so that would be an F sharp. He's stretching it up to a G and then back to the F sharp. Sorry, I gotta pet the cat. Hi, Boo-Boo. Alright, so we're hitting the 9th fret, 5th string, stretching it down a half step, so we're going to G, then back to the F sharp, then we move to the 7th fret, and we're going to be hitting the F by stretching it a half step, then hitting it again unstretched. So we have this all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do the same thing, move it up to this second position, and instead of playing the D note, we're going to stretch that C sharp to a D. Now that's pretty consistent in this song. I know live he just does the first stretch. So again, make it your own. But what he's doing in the recording version is stretching down the 2 notes. Now, of course, Paige overdubs a guitar, so if you have a second guitar, you can do this. So on the 1st string at the 14th fret, bend that up a half step, then hit it unbent, same with the 12th fret, then we're going to the 2nd string. So those are the notes that he does underneath the rhythm. Like I said, if you have a second guitar, it really fills it out and sounds great. Alright, for this little bridge, what we're going to do is hit the B with the 5th root chord 3 times. Then we go to, on the 4th string, 2 to 4, 3rd string, 2 to 4, that's fret, and then back to 2 to 4 on the 4th string. 3 more B's, 3 more B's, and then you're back into the rhythm. So there's 4 of those. Okay, again, if you have a second guitar, you can double that bridge. This is an overdub he does, and what he's doing is playing a B with the 6th root. So we're going to be at the 7th fret on the 6th string and 9 on the 5th and 4th. Then we're going to go to the 3rd string, go from 9 to 11, 2nd string from 10 to 12. Back to 9 and 11. If that's too hard for you, you can just play part of the chord. You can just play a partial B chord by playing the 5th and 4th string at 9. And then you're back into the song. So that's the overdubbed bridge section. So we're going to go into the second bridge after the verse, and then into the lead after the little violin part. I'll kind of simulate what he's doing on the violin and show you. And then we'll go into showing you what we're doing. So we've gone through the bridge part. The next part, like I said, is the violin part, but you can simulate it, turn on some echo, get your wah-wah going. You're going to be playing really bassy, so your foot's going to be up a lot. Kind of a shaft rhythm, up and down with your foot. Except when you're doing the notes. So we're going to do from the 6th string, 3rd fret to open. We'll do that 3 times. Alright, the next part he does is from 7 to 10. We'll do that twice. And then what he does, he goes up to 12 and he's going to hammer into 14, hit 14, slide back to 12 and pull off to 10. It's really quick. And if you keep that wah-wah going, it really gets the... Alright, you'll do that a couple times, then you're going to come up to 5 and just hit it. Give it some vibrato, then to 9. Alright, and again, the wah-wah helps. So now you want to move to the upper register. So we're going to be at 12 on the second and first string. Then add the 14th fret on the first string. Then come back to 10. So we have this. Now move to 7, and then you'll go 9, 10 on the first string, back to 9. So really, if you're playing this live, you can kind of extend this part out, but the way he finishes up, he's just going to go on the second and first string from 12 all the way down to 1. And then you're going to hit that open E, and then you'll wait for the bass and everybody to start coming in. And what you're going to do from there will be these notes. Alright, so the actual lead will come in right here at the 12th fret and will sound like this the first 2 measures. Alright, so what we're doing is we're taking the 5th string at the 12th fret, slight bend to 14, and then we'll go to the 4th string, 12 to 14. Same with the 3rd string, except we'll come back to 12 and then 14 on 4. Then we're going to stop short the second time through. We'll go. We're going to stop on the 12 of the 3rd string. So together, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. Alright, then we're going to do some bends. Now these will be unison bends. So we're going to hit 2 strings together. We'll be on the 2nd string at 15, the 3rd string at 17, and we're going to bend that up so the notes sound the same. That's bending up the 3rd string. Then we'll move to 14 and 16, to 12 and 14, and then 10 and 12. 10 on the 2nd, 12 on the 3rd. And then we're going to do, I'll just say 8 and 10 to 7 and 9. And then 5 and 7. Now we'll come back to the 8th fret position to 9 and 7, and then we're going to go to 5, and then 2nd fret and 4th fret. Alright, so we have this. Let's start it out together with the takedown. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so let me zoom out and we'll do both of them together. So let's do that whole double stop together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then to start the licks in the lead here. To start the lead out with, we're going to be on the 3rd string at the 14th fret. And these licks, the first two really hold a lot of special memories for me. Sorry to go off, but they were the first few licks that a guy taught me and said, learn these and you'll recognize them in songs. And man, if he wasn't right. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to hit the 3rd string at 14, bend that up, hit the 2nd string at 12, and then 15 on the 2nd with a pull-off, and repeat that 4 times total. Then we're going to hit that 12th string again on the 2nd string, and then what we're going to do, just lay your finger down because then you're covering the 1st string. We're going to pull off on the 1st string as we strike 15. We'll pull off to 12 and then hit 12 on the 2nd. We'll do this a total of 5 times. Then what he does is he's going to grab 15. This is the first time through. He's going to grab 15 on that 1st string. So give it a bend up and then hit it as you release the bend, hit it again to 12, and then we'll go to 15 on the 2nd, back to 12 on the 1st. And then what we'll do is pull off from 15 on the 2nd string to 12, and then 14 on the 3rd string to 12, and land on 14 on the 4th. Then we're going to go to 12, 14. We'll do that. That's on the 3rd string 3 times. Then we're going to bend on the 3rd time, bend that 3rd string at 14 up, and catch 15 on the 2nd string. Then release to 12. Then we'll hit 14 to 12 again on the 3rd string. And then we're going to go to that 4th string and do 14, 12, 14. Then we'll hit 12 on the 4th string, hammer on to 14th and pull off. Then we'll hit 14 on the 5th, and then 12 to 14, pull off to 12 on the 4th. I know that's a lot of notes, so let's take this slowly. All right, from the very top. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next part of the lead, we're going to move up to the 7th fret, but we're going to hit 9. This will be on the 3rd string, and it's almost a pick harmonic, and then a full 9. And then after we bend it up, we hit it released. Back to 9, 7, 9. Then what we do is hit 7 and slide back to 6. Then we're going to hit 7, pull off to 6, slide to 4. And then we're going to hit 6 to 4, slide back to 2. So we have this so far. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hit the 4th string, pull off to 2, and then to open. And then we'll hit open twice, and then we're going to bend that open string behind the nut one time. And it's a full bend, so you want to really push it down. So we have this together. Alright, so what we're doing is we're going to hit 2 open and then the open stretched. Then once and then stretched. Again once and then stretched. And then 2 and then stretched. And then just plain open. Okay, so we have this. Now we come back to this 12th position, and I'll show you the next part of the lick. What we're going to do is very similar to what we did in the first lick, in that after we come off the open string, we're going to come to the, we'll be barring across the second and first string at 12 and hammering from 15 and pulling off from 15 to 12. We'll do that 4 times total. Then we're going to bend 15 up twice, then one more time, then we hit 12. It's kind of a bend and release to 12. Then we hit second string 15 to 12, and just like the first lick, we're going to go to the second string, pull off from 15 to 12, third string 14 to 12, to 12 on the fourth string, and then 3 times 12 to 14. We'll bend the third time up and hit 15 below it on the second string. Again, pull off, and then you're going to hit 14, 12, back to 14. And then 12, hammer on to 14 on that fourth string. To 14, 14 on the fifth string, back to the fourth string at 12. We'll hit 14 and slide back to 12 at this point. And then go to 10, back to 12, that's on the fifth string. To 12 on the sixth string, and then 12 on the fifth, and then end up on the fifth string at 10. Alright? Alright, so let's take it from the open G and start this lick. The next part of the lead will go like this. Alright, the next part of the lick will go like this. So what we're going to do is 17 and bend that up 3 times. Then release to 15. Then we go to 19. Let me play that at speed. Alright, so we go up to 19, and then we're going to pull off from 18 to 17, and then hit 20 on the second string. And then we're going to start a little lick here. We'll be pulling off from 20 to 17 and hit it 19 on the third. We'll do that 4 times. Then we go to the second string at 17 and we'll hit 19, give it a bend up about 3 times, pull off, and then we're going to hit 20 20 with a bend up and a release, and then 17 3 times. We'll do that again. Then we're going to go to 19 on the first string, and then 20, and then 17 on the first string. Again, back to 20 and 17. Then we'll go 17 with a bend up and a release to 15. Then we're going to do 15 with a bend up and a release and hit 12 on the third string. Then we're going to go to the, let's see, this is the 9th fret, 9, bend up and hit 7. So after we hit the 9 to 7, we're going to hit the 4th string with a bend and a release. Then what we're going to do is a pull off from 4 to 2 to open on the 3rd string. Then we hit the 4th string with a bend up and a release. Then we're going to hit 4, pull off to 2, open, and then hit the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. We'll do this 4 times. So then what we do is 2 to 4, back to 2, open to 2, 4 to 2, back to 2, so we have this. Now we're going to hammer around from open to 2 twice. And then we'll go to the 4th string, 4 2 open, 5th string, 4 2 open, and then the open 6th string. So after we come out of that lick, we're going to hit an E chord at the 5th fret. And then a D chord, we'll just play the 4th through the 2nd string. And then to an A, the 5th through the 2nd string. Back to E. Then we're going to move up to G, okay? So we'll be at the 5th string at the 10th fret. Okay, so we have this. Again. And then we're back into the bridge. So there you have it, the whole Dazed and Confused from the first Led Zeppelin song. I hope that helps everybody, and thank you for all your support. Enjoy.